Hi everyone, Coach Jay here, your certified life purpose coach, here to serve you on purpose. Hope everybody's feeling all right today. You're bright and looking forward to the years ahead, purposeful years ahead. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be informed as soon as I upload more videos in the future. Now today I thought I would discuss and just give you a little insight into my life purpose journey. How did I actually discover my life purpose? Because sometimes you hear people say, oh, I'm living my purpose, living my dream, but it's actually quite a long, well, not long, doesn't have to be long. We make it long usually, but sometimes it takes some of us longer than others. Some people, from their formative years, they know exactly what they want to do, regardless of what people have to say. They're going to go and they're going to do what they need to do to fulfill that dream and that passion. So you'll hear stories of actors, for example, people like Steve Harvey, well-known American comedian. He had a dream and a passion to tell jokes. When he was young, in the school playground, he was a comedian. He was the class a jester. He was forever making people laugh, and that was his joy, to make people laugh and those around him to feel joy and happiness. And that dream and that desire never left him. He has many a nights, he was saying, that when he was doing the comedian circuit in the USA, when he slept in his car. I think he actually slept in his car for about, I don't know if it was 6 months or so, but he was homeless, sleeping in his car. But he never gave up on that dream. And as a result of that, result of him staying tenacious and staying focused and knowing that that's what he was supposed to do, look where he is today. And he actually gave the story of how the dream actually came about, from him sleeping in his car to how he actually got his first break, so to speak. He actually got an opportunity to do a gig in a state, I think it was Florida, and he was like, maybe in, don't quote me on this, I'm just paraphrasing because I can't quite remember the detail, but it's not about the detail, it's about the whole theme of the story of how he achieved his purpose, and he never gave up and he's been tenacious. But I think he was somewhere in I don't know, maybe Philadelphia, and he got a gig in Florida, which, as you guys know, if you know your geography, Philadelphia is up in the north and Florida is in the south of America. He had no money to get there. He was sleeping in his car, literally homeless. And he got a small job to carry out in Philadelphia. He took the job, and it was just enough money for his plane fare to get to Florida. Went to Florida, carried out that gig that he had in Florida, and he got a phone call. This is so phenomenal. He got a phone call saying that there was an opportunity to appear on at the Apollo. Those of you know the Apollo in the Bronx. I think it's the Bronx. Forgive me on this. I'm not quite au fait. I think it was the Bronx, yes, where where all comedians congregate and they give like showcases, and it's quite a famous showcase. It's quite a phenomenal and well-known show that's it's even going on to this day. And he was asked if he wanted to MC the program, the show, and of course that was an opportunity he could not turn down, but he didn't have the money to get back now up to North America. But he still persisted, and he got a few small jobs down in Florida until the end. He got the money together to fly back up to North America, to the Bronx, and the rest is basically history. He is where he is today because he took a chance, he took an opportunity. He was willing to sleep rough in his car, but he knew what he had to do. That's just one of many, many stories of, you hear of those people who have actually fulfilled their dreams. It may not be as drastic as being homeless, but to a point where, you have to be prepared at some point maybe to take that leap, and just whatever the consequence is, you're going to have to bear it, because this is what I need to do. I do appreciate that some people have responsibilities, you have families, you have financial restrictions, but you can perhaps work a way around that, maybe get part-time employment, of course, shed as many expenses as you can. as many spaces as you can that non-incidentals you don't actually need in your life. So you're living maybe basic means, but even though you're living maybe a basic means, that in the long run it will pay off, I can assure you, because it's just taking small steps towards your destiny and towards your purpose, and it will happen. As time goes on, I'm going to go into detail on lots of different areas of how to encourage yourself and how to inspire yourself and how to push yourself and how to propel yourself. As your journey to purpose, it's usually like it can be quite phenomenal, but it's usually the same stages you'll go through. Most people go through the same stages, some longer, some shorter than others. But the stages toward living or fulfilling your purpose for the average person, unless you're actually living that dream for when you were able to make your own decisions, it's a process. And I will go, different videos will touch on different aspects of the process. But going back to my story, for many years, I had a desire to help people to live their dream. I didn't realize at the time it was to live their life purpose. I just wanted people just to be able to live the way that they know that they're supposed to be living, in terms of what they find fulfilling, what they feel joyful, what they feel content with doing. As I said at the time, I never realized it was actually life purpose. It's only over the years, obviously, doing my studies and actually going through a journey myself, I realized and recognized that was actually what I was feeling all this time. I just wanted everybody around me that I encounter to be living a life of passion and fulfillment. And as for myself, for many years, I wasn't living that life. I was actually living the life of mundane life. I say mundane. I'm earning very good money, and that's usually the trap. We're living a life of, yes, we're earning phenomenal money sometimes, excellent money from our jobs, but it's not actually what we were born to be doing. So I was in that trap, earning very, very good money, taking care of myself, my son. We were doing very well financially, but I just wasn't happy. Not happy at all. Money doesn't buy happiness, I can assure you, as probably most of you actually know. And I then decided to do a course, life coaching course. It was, again, something I'd thought could be interesting. I didn't particularly want to be a therapist. That's not really where I know that I wouldn't be. I'm not the sort of person that would be good at that in that area. But coaching, it's a lot different to therapy, to being a counsellor, which won't go into that right now. But it's a completely different arena. So I did the life coaching course over 20 years ago. Never did anything with it. Absolutely nothing. Took the course, very excited as you do. You come back, you got all these grand plans. Nothing. Didn't do anything with it. The course kind of like sat on the shelf. But over the years, people have been coming to me with issues and concerns about careers, life decisions they may have to make. That they weren't sure about, direction in in their relationships, their college, their work. And I'll just always just be guiding and just sharing pearls of wisdom and knowledge that I picked up along the way in my life. And a few years back, I realized that this is where I need to be going again. I need to revisit the life coaching arena. And I started an event. It's called Set Down the Garment of Heaviness and Step into Purpose. And that event, that's the roads, that event started me on my true purposeful journey, I would say. The event was, I hosted the event for 7 years, and so many attendees to this day are living, once they discovered still living their purpose and their dream. And that gave me so much joy. And I still speak to some of the attendees now, and they're forever so happy and so content. Yes, some of them have not I wouldn't say that some of them have gone back to their old ways, but they may be not as far ahead as they were in the past, but they're still on that journey. They haven't given up. They're still focused. They're still planning. They're still in the process. And many others are still living their life and living their dream of purpose. So the event, as I said, it was very, very successful. Hosted that for 7 years. And during that time, I'm still coaching people coming, family, friends, indirectly, very informally. It wasn't any particular structure or anything like that. It was just as and when the need arose. Some people actually I did see on an informal basis. We had the phone calls, once or twice a week, maybe sometimes, until they found, where they needed to be. And then they would go off and discover their purpose and start living their dream. And then a few years ago, I decided that, with a lot of prayer and thought and seeking guidance in other people, men and women of wisdom, I made a decision to go and do a refresher course and become certified, to renew my certification as a life purpose coach. So that was a few years back, and here we are today. The business is, and it is a business, it's going from strength to strength. Clients are coming in left, right and center, which I just give God thanks for. I'm really happy. But really it's not, yes, it is a business, but it's more about the joy and the peace and the fulfillment that my clients are experiencing in their lives, and it's spilling out into their lives, into their home life, into their work life, those who are still in work, those who are in relationships, marriages, etc., etc. It's spilling that into all parts of their life, and it's just so exciting. So it's actually just a very, very brief synopsis of how I arrived in my purpose journey where I am today. At some point I'll probably go into a lot more detail, but it's just a short little snippet of where, what gives me the qualifications to do what I do, because my life experiences led me here to a life of purpose, a life of joy, and a life of fulfillment, and I want that for you too. So please, I urge you, get in touch. You can contact me at centeredaroundpurpose@gmail.com. You can also follow me on my social media. All the handles are the same, Centered Around Purpose, on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. The email address, as I said, is centeredaroundpurpose.com. The website is www.centeredaroundpurpose.com. If you want to claim your free ebook, again, the title, Centered Around Purpose, you can claim that by sending me an email at centeredaroundpurpose.com. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll be updated when I upload my next video. All the information I've just given will be down in the description. So please do get in touch if you need any help and assistance on your purpose journey, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. This is Coach Jay, here to serve you on purpose. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Just be purposeful, be mindful that you're here for a reason. You weren't just born, you're not just born to be here and then die. Remember the quote that I gave last week from Miles Monroe? He said, the graveyard is the richest place on the face of the earth. You don't want to die full of all your dreams, all your aspirations, and all your passions. You want to die empty. So this is Coach Jay, here to serve you on purpose, and we'll catch up again soon. Bye.